first. I was gonna go that crazy.
What's up, everybody? We'll be hitting you guys up soon. Hope you guys got your drinks.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, I'm still gonna be excited. So, I'm still gonna be excited. I ain't gonna front. They open them. If they open them up, I'm still gonna go. It's just.
I'm gonna be excited very much.
Yeah, but it's not even gonna be. It's not even. Gonna
What's
be
up,
as
Darius?
Crazy. It's not even gonna be as crazy.
Welcome in.
Like,
welcome to the new home in the group chat. We look forward to continuing growing on YouTube. This has been a long time coming, right, Ray?
Long time coming.
Long time coming. I finally did it.
Long time coming.
We did it. We're here. What's up, y'all? What's up? How you been, man?
Zwade, 2021.
Here we go. We made it.
2021.
Oh, COVID's still kicking our ass.
It's 2021.
Who would have thought?
All sports are live and running, though.
Everything's
Thanks.
back.
So, thank you
Keep
for
everything
me.
sanity.
Everything's
Politic world is still crazy. It's still a crazy game. Now they threw a curveball at us with stocks.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of fun.
People cashing out.
Yeah,
Top 1%.
yeah, man. The nerds are taking over. Revenge of the nerds. All right. Those math guys. It's the math guys versus the gamers. Who's gonna win?
I'm right in the middle.
Oh, right in the middle.
Right
and
in
I
the
like
middle.
that. I respect that. Right in the
Whoever
middle.
makes me money.
Right in the middle.
Makes me money.
Right.
So it's been a wild run for this last month. Snowstorm was crazy this past week. Holy cow, that's the most. That was insane. Where did that come from?
It just kept snowing.
Oh man,
It did not stop.
It just kept snowing.
It definitely did not.
It's
Still snowing.
Still snowing.
Still snowing.
How many times y'all looked outside?
Oh,
Every hour I'm like, yo, it's not
Oh,
snowing. I gotta go
yeah.
shovel. Let me see.
Oh
Oh,
man, guys, like I said, this is new to us. So if video or sound is a quality, just shoot us a message right in the comment box. We'll be able to see that still and everything there for you guys. See that it's frozen a little bit, but it looks like it's moving well. Anyway, guys, welcome out. This is the group chat. My name is Zwade. This is my boy Randy.
your boy.
And of course, this is our newest co-host, DJ. With DJ coming to the team, we are growing over here. We are looking for new people. What's going on? Shout out to the 9 in the house. We got a birthday weekend. Let's celebrate the 9, baby. DJ, talk a little about yourself. Tell the people who you are.
I'm DJ. I grew up in the Bronx. I moved up here to Middletown. And I'm a vet for the Marine Corps. And I'm just here to talk about my opinion on things. Basically what all I'm here for.
All right. Now, I see you rocking your Brooklyn Nets.
Gotta rock Brooklyn.
All right, Brooklyn
Gotta
winning this
rock
year,
the
right?
KD. Definitely winning this
Guarantee
year.
win.
They have to win this
All
year.
right.
They don't win, what did we do this for? To look nice? To look nice in a black and white jersey?
To have 3 All-Stars at the All-Star game.
Yes, let's go.
To have 3 All-Stars at the All-Star game.
So you're a Nets fan. What else?
Yankees fan.
You're a Yankees fan.
Die-hard
Oh, that's
Yankees
right.
fan.
We made a bet earlier that your New York Yankees. Nah, don't do that. Yo,
Come on, man.
man, you do that to me. We gonna open the closet door real quick.
Oh, it froze.
It'll be there.
We don't need to do all of that, Zwade.
Oh, we doing it.
We don't need to do all of that, Zwade.
I had
Just
to
'cause
bust
you
it out.
Randy, just because you ain't got a hat.
We don't need to do all of that, Zwade. We don't need to do all of that, Zwade.
All right, just because you ain't have a hat, man.
We have to do all of that.
We should be
Still
good.
live.
Yeah, we
We
should
have
be
to do
still
all
be
of
good.
that.
We're still rocking on you.
Mm-hmm.
Nice hats and on and everything. Cool.
Hats.
Except Randy, he got a hat, but not a hat. Guys, so he's a Yankees fan. We made a bet earlier that the New York Yankees. We said make it or win.
I said make it.
Make it to
said
the
won't make
hey. Make it to the World Series. I am not buying that. I am selling like every year. I sell anything that they have to offer. I'm not a Yankee hater. I'm just a realist.
Not a Yankee hater. Just
Sounds like some hate.
They won't be
Literally
there.
Deservedly some hate.
They will not be there, but no big deal. What else? So the loser of the bet gets a jersey of their choice. All right. What else? So Nets, Yankees, Jets.
Jets fan.
All right,
Big
tough.
Jets fan. Robert
All right,
Saleh, shout out.
You guys need one good, solid quarterback, and you guys are okay.
We'll talk about that later in the show.
All right, let's see
we'll
what you
talk
guys
about
got.
that later in the show.
He's laced up and ready to go.
Yeah.
All right. What else?
I'm a Rangers fan too. I like the Rangers, NHL. Not a lot of people follow hockey, so
Okay.
I like the Rangers, and I love music. Music is it.
All right, good. Well, welcome to the team, man. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Guys, this is a group chat. Let's get started, baby. We're going to start on a topic that was a wild day.
Wild day.
Absolutely. We saw things from The Simpsons. We saw things that, in our mind, we would never see the typical American really do in this situation. We've seen rioters, we've seen looters, we've seen all of the above. We've been, as a people of color, we've been called so many of these different words. So for me, when you're reading online about January 6th and you see supporters of the former U.S. president instead of rioters or looters, it's frustrating to me that this is what we have that's holding us back. Is just simple wordplay from right-wing and left-wing medias instead of just calling it for what it is. They're the same exact people that, burned down Ferguson. They're the same exact type of people that did those things for Black Lives Matter. They're just as bad as those people that are rioting and looting. Their cause to them might be different or whatever they feel it is, but guess what? At the end of the day, you're still committing a crime.
Still a crime.
The last time the Capitol was breached was in the 1800s?
The War of 1812.
Are you like, what happened? You have so many videos that show people running from police or police running away from people, and not doing anything about these people here. Now they say, well, they have the right to be there, but you're also not supposed to be there. So if you're breaking the law, aren't you supposed to be arrested on the spot? So why what were they afraid of these people? They were not afraid of the people marching in the streets, just in that same location in Washington when they were shooting the tear cans and gas cans at them. People climbing over walls, people taking property. The guy that took the mail from Nancy Pelosi, it's a federal crime.
The girl who took the laptop.
Oh, the girl that took the laptop. They find her yet?
I don't know.
She's on the run, probably
They
still.
probably did find her. They just not saying they found her.
We don't know what's going on. They did.
The problem with this situation is that no matter what you look up, there's so many different stories that you don't really know what the truth is, and I think that's going to be, something going forth that all media outlets are going to have a hard time navigating through the future, because now the American eye are just wide open, because you have so many different people that are now more involved than ever that were never involved. So that's one thing I will say that Donald Trump was able to do, is to get people that just wouldn't care about politics ever to be
controlling the media,
paying more attention to it. And then there's some people that shouldn't be paying attention to it still. So that was a little frustrating. Then we'll go backwards a little bit there. Let's talk about COVID-19 still ravishing through everything.
Do nothing. Can't go see the Yankees.
You cannot do anything. It's right.
Can't go see the Nets.
Except in Atlanta. Atlanta open like a mug. We got a club tonight.
We get a club
tonight. We get a club tonight.
I ain't messing with that.
Guys, we out. We on Atlanta.
We get a club tonight in
But
Atlanta.
good news is that there is a vaccine for it now, and things are in process for people. Whether you believe in the vaccine or you don't believe in the vaccine, it is there, and it is a relief to Americans and the world, honestly, because you have people that are getting it. As of right now, you have more than 29 million people that have already received a vaccine. That's about 8.4% of the United States. 2% has received their second vaccination because, as you know, it comes in two parts. New York State, for those of us that we live in New York State, so for us that's important to know our numbers. 8% of New York State is vaccinated with just their first trial of the vaccination. All right. And that was as of February 4th. That's coming from the CDC.
Okay.
So that's important. Now you have people on the left and the people on the right. You have people that believe the vaccine's going to work, and you have people that believe the vaccine is not going to work, and they don't trust the government, and they don't trust this, they don't trust that.
Listen, the vaccine is the vaccine. Right? You eat chicken nuggets from McDonald's, the vaccine is not going to do nothing to you. I promise you. The food that we put in our body, the stuff we breathe in every single day, you got vaccines when you were kids. If they wanted to put something in you, they would have been put something in you.
It would have been there already.
Like, you would have had a microchip or whatever you're worried about the government controlling you. Like,
I was stubborn at first. I am going to admit, I was very stubborn at first of like, I'm not touching that. I don't trust the government. But you're right. The more you look at it, you're guess what? You're around these things all the time anyway. You don't know the air that you're breathing. You don't know what these people are doing to us every single day.
The only thing I would say is I wouldn't get it right off the bat.
No,
I'm not going to be a test.
I'm gonna wait.
That's the main,
I will
that's
wait.
the main thing.
I'm gonna wait.
You need a time, a duration, an after effect. I don't want to be a part of the first 3 million. Let's see what happens in 6 months.
We'll see what happens with this 8%,
You know
right?
what I mean?
8%.
Yeah, let's see what happens in 6 months. Let's see what happens in 8 months.
Absolutely. Let's
That's
work
my
off
main
what we
thing.
have that we were dealing with
That's
already.
my main thing, because just like DJ said, I'll buy a 10-piece at McDonald's, no problem. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna talk greasy about the McDonald's, but I understand where you're coming from. But I just need to see some time. Let some time pass. Let's see the side effects and let's see what's going on.
Yeah. Now, for just some people kind of have the question, or I hear people say, well, you'll take that vaccine and what, still end up with COVID in the morning. It's not true. From the CDC, it's not something that is used in the vaccination, so the live virus is not used, so therefore you can't get it from it. You might get something like the fever and feel like you have COVID, but guess what? You take the flu shot, you might get the fever. You might get the fever from that too. All right. For some people, they're like, "Oh, the flu shot gives you the flu shot." All right. Well, maybe you already had that. You don't know. All right. Now, what if you already had COVID-19? Should you need the vaccine? Of course, you should still, look to get vaccinated because, reinfection might be possible.
Yeah, people are getting into it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just got to stay safe.
Yeah. People are
Stop
getting
being
into it.
nasty.
Yeah, absolutely. Wash your hands. Take care of yourself. Mind your 6 feet. Know your people that you're around.
Hygiene is key.
Hygiene is key. And
keep hand sanitizer in your car.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Keep hand sanitizer in your car. You at
Please
the gas
do.
station pumping gas. Clean your hands.
Keep wipes and keep sanitizing things in your car just to keep it fresh at all times. A lot of us deal in jobs that you're constantly with people, such as myself, such as you going into people's own environment or them coming into you. Make sure you're just cleaning yourself right after those conversations with those individuals.
100%.
I was at work the other day and I had a conversation with a coworker, and the reason why they were not getting it was because they're afraid what if I want to get pregnant. So I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. All right. Well,
give it some time. See what happens.
Yeah, give it some time.
Vaccination.
According to the CDC, it has no effect on pregnant women.
Never know.
All right. So, but we'll see.
You never know what they had.
Absolutely, you never know what they have, but we'll see. All right. The COVID-19 vaccine is just supposed to train your body to fight those kind of like antibodies and help fight against that virus. So we hope that how the the vaccine is going to do good things for our country, man. We hope it for the world because we definitely need it. This one hit home for me recent. I lost my grandmother the other day to COVID-19. So rest in peace to her. For those individuals that lost someone, continue to just protect your family members and make sure they're also good. Mm-hmm. All right. For a lot of people, like Hefty Clan over there said, not enough information. That's fine, but still monitor it and judge it for your own lifestyle. But if you decide not to get it, when the world reopens, I think you also, as a person, should also be able to respect the fact that, hey, I can't be in every situation.
100%. 100%.
If you're going to say, I'm not going to get that, you should also be able to say to yourself, hey, you know what? I can't go to a basketball game. I can't go to a baseball game. I can't be at a concert. Because now you're putting yourself at risk and everybody else at risk. Mm-hmm. All right. That is enough of sad news.
Let's leave the COVID stuff. Granted, we're still dealing with the COVID stuff.
Yeah, man.
Let's
talk about some ish.
Yeah. What you got, Randy? Where do you want to start?
The NBA.
All right, let's start with the NBA.
The NBA.
All right, yeah, let's do that.
Chatters, what's your favorite NBA teams? Let me see some favorite NBA teams. All right, so the NBA is a wild world right now.
It's going crazy right now.
It is a wild world right now.
It's
Listen to these teams. In the Atlantic, the 76ers are in first. Brooklyn is in second. And Boston is in third. MVP. How long is 76ers going to stay there?
MVP and B, baby, what you mean? He is dominating right now.
In my eyes, they're not going to be that team that could go deep into the playoffs.
They
just don't got it.
When they have their starting lineup, they're like 12-1 right now. They're still full starting lineup.
From home, I think they've only lost one home game.
I mean, they have 3-point shooters. If Danny Green could hit 2-3 threes a game, I don't want to say let's bound Danny Green, but if one thing we're going to say about Danny Green, success follows Danny Green. Mm-hmm. Let's just leave it at that.
If there's two teams that are going to be scary in the playoffs, it's going to be Brooklyn and it's going to be Boston, and it might be Miami too. I'm not scared of no one else in the East.
How can we not be scared of the if Embiid says it's go time, nobody in the East can stop him.
Who's going to stop KD?
Nobody can stop Kevin Durant because he's Kevin Durant.
And then if they lock KD up, who's going to stop Harden?
Embiid is a force, though. He's a force, man. Listen.
I just don't think they're deep enough. Ben Simmons isn't a shooter. You know what I'm saying? They're just not deep enough to me. I mean, yeah, granted, they do have some shooters. They do. And their starting lineup is good together. They do gel together. But deep in the playoffs is where it's going to matter.
Oh, 100%.
And we've seen a lot of failures from the 76ers in the playoffs. That games that they should be winning and they're losing.
I hear that point, but I can't use the past on players.
Yeah.
Everyone goes through that rough patch in the playoffs. Once they get over the hump, then it's showtime. You know what I mean? And then they take off. Who knows? I mean, last year people thought Embiid was going to take the step because the year prior, all the crying and all that. Nah, he didn't do it. Okay. But he looks good. He's playing. He looks like he's in the best shape I've seen him in. Coming into the NBA.
That's a fact. He's
you know what I mean?
In great
he's playing
shape.
Heavy minutes. He's dominating.
How you feel about Ewing then? Because he never got over that hump.
Some people just don't have it.
And you think Embiid could do it with that team?
Some people just don't have it. Let's not talk about Ewing because that's a little close to the heart. But
nah, no, I'm just saying.
I understand the comparison. It's just a tough.
He never got over the hump either.
Yeah.
It's just like,
okay.
I just don't think that team is deep enough. Their coaching staff is good, but they just don't have the pieces. They have Embiid. Is Ben Simmons considered a superstar? No, he's an all-star, right?
He's not
considered an
all-star.
He's
not to me.
He's not.
Brooklyn has 3 superstars.
100%.
You have a legendary player in KD. You know what I'm saying? He's going to go down as one of the best players ever played the game.
Yeah.
100%. And you got Boston, who has. Look at how Tatum takes over a game.
I like Boston, but
I don't believe in Boston.
Yeah.
What about Miami?
So we'll get to Miami. Let's stay in the Atlantic. Now.
You're right. You're right.
Now, we have 76ers at 1 right now, Brooklyn at 2, and Boston at 3. Are you buying or selling on the 76ers?
I'm selling on the
All
Sixers.
right, so selling on this. Are you buying or selling on the 76ers?
selling with his heart. Look, my boy's in here with a Brooklyn Nets jersey on. He's selling with his heart.
Nah, man.
All right.
I'm telling you, that team isn't.
Okay, so
I'm buying Philly.
You're buying.
All right. I'm not saying they're in the finals. If there's one person in the NBA that needs to get a bucket from me, I'm giving it to 7-foot Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
He's unstoppable. He doesn't even see players when he's jumping midair for his jump shot. So I'm not trying to make it seem like Embiid is that dude. He's at an MVP level right now. He's dominating right now, and I'm buying Philly to go as far as Embiid could take.
We'll talk about that MVP too.
I'm buying Philly.
All right.
I'm buying Philly right now.
Buying or selling on Brooklyn, guys? Buying, of course.
Buying.
Of course, we're buying them. Of course, you have to.
You might as well sell all the players we have.
No,
you have to buy.
You gotta.
I agree.
You gotta.
All right.
They're gonna be there when it matters. I think.
Yeah,
Oh,
and last but not least in that top three, Boston. We buying or selling? I'm selling on Boston. I don't believe in Boston.
I don't believe in Boston, man. They have good young talent.
I'm watching them every year, and I think probably 2 years ago they had the opportunity to completely just win.
Yeah,
and they don't have it. I don't think that how Tatum
Tatum
shows
is
up
on a different level.
I think we're seeing the same Tatum that we've been seeing for 4 years now.
He was hurt. He gotta come back.
I feel the same, man.
I see the same Tatum.
I see a better Jaylen Brown though.
I do.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
100%. Jaylen
Brown's balling.
And
Yeah,
Kimba's coming off injury. They gotta give him
back.
some time.
Yeah, he's just getting back. He's just getting back.
I'm buying on Boston.
Listen, I like Boston because
their bench isn't deep though.
They're playing. They're gelling. They don't have the Gordon Hayward there anymore to force feed because he wasn't in for them. It wasn't working last year.
No, it does.
You know what I mean? It wasn't.
It's working out for somebody else.
Yeah. Oh, it is definitely. It is. It is.
Loving that one.
It is.
Wow.
It is loving
but
that.
That is a great pickup. We laughed at that, but wow.
They had too many hands. They had too many hands last year.
Yeah.
They had too many hands. I like where they are. They have good defenders. Dan Theis is a pretty good defender. You know what I mean? But
okay, cool.
Brooklyn's going to the finals. So if this is buying on the finals, I'm selling everyone but Brooklyn and the Lakers.
Brooklyn is in the finals for DJ. All right, awesome. Let's go to the Central, baby. In the Central, we got the Bucks. Then we have Indiana and the Cavaliers.
7th seed in the Eastern Conference right now.
Are we buying on the Bucks?
It's hard to buy on the Bucks. Man. Giannis just keeps showing.
I'm selling.
Yeah,
I'm selling. The Bucks
sell.
The Bucks made a lot
we are
of bad
all
moves.
selling.
Yeah.
We are selling on the Bucks. All right.
We're selling.
Indiana Pacers. I'm selling on them.
Big sell.
Yeah. And
Big
and the Cavaliers. I'm gonna buy on the Cavs.
Oh no!
I am gonna buy on the Cavs.
Colin Sexton
depending,
not LeBron James.
Depending on what two sleeper teams do.
I'm selling that whole division.
And that's I'm talking about for when it comes to playoff time.
Okay.
Depending on what Miami does, if they don't get things in motion, or the New York Knicks.
Talk about it.
We'll get there.
All right. Oh, we gonna get there. All right. Let's go to the South. The Hawks, the Hornets at 2 with young balling.
Oh my God.
And Orlando Magic. Are we going with Trey and the Hawks? Or are they going to just be another team that disappears next year?
The Hawks.
Atlanta's talented, man. They have a lot of young talent. Atlanta's talented. I really feel like their division, they have a stronghold right now. They're beating teams that they're supposed to beat. They're winning some games that probably shouldn't win, but they're in it. So they're the 8th seed in the East right now. They have no shot if they stay in the 8th seed. They need to move up 6-5 or something like that. You know what I mean? They can't play one of the top teams to win a playoff.
You talking about Atlanta?
Yeah, I don't think they can win a playoff matchup against any
Atlanta's a sell.
Trae Young could give you 45 any night.
Yeah, but he can't do that for 7 games in a 7-game series.
Yeah, I don't.
He can't do that. He's young. They're gonna be something.
Yeah,
they're gonna be something.
Have a lot of young
but
players,
this year, I'm selling on them. They're gonna get a good draft pick. They just gonna keep building how they've been building. Trae Young is definitely gonna be a great point guard, but
he's not gonna be in Atlanta for long.
He might.
He's not gonna.
He looks like he loves Atlanta, man. All the rappers love Trae Young. Everybody endorsing Trae Young. Yeah. Atlanta traded Luka for Trae Young. He better stay with Atlanta. He better stay with Atlanta.
Gotta stay with
He does.
He better stay in Atlanta.
You're right.
Boy. We
You might
Luka
be
for you, boy. You better be here for 20.
All right. Now let's go to what is my first sleeper team, and it is the Charlotte Hornets.
Bye.
Bye. It is right like I am in sync. Wow.
I like Charlotte. I talk so much smack about Charlotte, but I like them.
Yeah, they're playing up highlight plays.
They're playing tough.
Mm-hmm.
They're playing fast, and they're not backing down from anything.
And they don't need the ball at all. They do not need LaMelo.
LaMelo is
No,
playing good. He's
LaMelo
good
is
energy.
the absolute
his
engine.
energy is there.
He's the absolute engine.
He got too many turnovers, and I would say the engine is Gordon Hayward.
LaMelo's still learning how to play ball, man.
Yeah, but you already see how his attitude is, and then how his pops is.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, but you know what?
Jordan ain't gonna have
that's
that
unfair
for too long.
though. But that's unfair because we're not seeing that attitude right now.
Yeah, he's been humble.
He's been super humble, and he's played the game of basketball the right way.
He just got too many turnovers.
He's a rookie.
Yeah, I got it.
He's a rookie. He came off of what the European League, the Australian League.
Yeah.
It's just a different game for him.
And they don't have the right coach.
He's got turnovers and is still the number one in the MVP race.
MVP, Rookie of the Year.
Rookie of the Year. I'm sorry, Rookie of the Year race.
That's partially named, but he literally is dominating. Don't get it twisted. I don't like Anthony Edwards. I don't like James Wiseman. I mean, LaMelo is probably the best rookie right now. He just literally energizes the whole team. They're different when he's on the court compared to when he's off the court.
Yeah.
So I got to give that to Melo.
Okay. And then are we buying or selling on the Magic?
Oh, sell.
Oh yeah, we can sell them
Big
real
sell.
quick. Yeah, please.
I'm selling.
Yeah, big
Yep.
sell.
All right.
Come on, Orlando.
Let's
sell.
jump. Let's jump
Big
to the
sell.
Northwest. We got Utah at 1, Denver at 2, and Portland at 3.
Utah.
Can we just sell that whole division?
Yeah, I mean,
Utah's not it.
Utah's not it.
Utah's the number one.
Utah-
They're the number one team in
They
the NBA
are
right
the-
now. They're the number one team record-wise.
They have a lot to prove
100%.
after last year, though. Their only buzzsaw they're going to continue facing is going to be the Los Angeles Lakers.
I'm gonna buy on Utah.
Okay.
Who can they beat in the West? Are they going to beat Denver?
I think they can.
You think they could beat Denver?
Yeah, their last loss was against who?
Listen.
Oh, it was against Denver.
Yeah, no, I'm saying they got off that little winning streak, but the regular season, man, it's whatever to me at this point. I don't think Donovan Mitchell is the same player.
Same. He's not evolving.
Since he jumped into the NBA,
Yeah,
bro,
he's not evolving.
Midline player.
You know why he's not evolving? He's not around no superstar. Nobody to actually yo, this is how you play the game.
Yeah, push him to the next level.
He was a rookie and just did whatever he wanted to do.
Who's going out to Utah?
Nobody.
Who's going out to Denver? Nobody.
I don't buy Utah. I'm sorry.
All right. So you're not buying Utah.
sorry.
You're buying Utah.
I'll buy Utah.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I can't buy no.
I'm gonna sell on Utah.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, I'm gonna sell.
Respectfully,
It's early in the season.
What about Denver? And Donovan Mitchell is one of my favorite players in the league right now.
I'm a buy.
I'll buy on Donovan, but I'm not buying on the team.
I'm gonna buy on Denver.
Okay, you're gonna buy on Denver.
Yeah, definitely.
That's another team. They're gonna win one playoff series only because they're a higher seed.
Okay.
They're not better than the Clippers. They're not better than the Lakers.
Are they better than Portland? That's at number 3.
Yeah, Portland can't stay healthy.
Yeah.
I mean Melo balled out last night against Philly, but you're not gonna get that for a whole season and a playoff. You know what I mean? That's not gonna happen.
Melo is good for one great game a year,
he's gonna give you that. He's gonna give you, Melo's a bucket.
They're not deep
Melo.
enough.
Nah, not at all.
And then when Nurkic getting hurt,
they always hurt. CJ got the bad foot right now. Dame got the little minor injury, but
I'm selling on them.
yeah,
Okay.
Portland's
I'll
gonna
sell
drop.
on Portland also.
Portland's gonna drop.
But they're gonna be a sleeper team though. If they do manage to sneak in and get that 8th seed or that 7th seed, they're gonna be a sleeper team.
They're gonna win 2 games maybe, and that depends if they play like the Clippers or something. Because Damian Lillard got a lot of
they're
point
gonna have
guards'
to-
hearts in the West. So just off the straight for Dame.
You don't want that game close.
If
Yeah,
Utah
yeah.
continues to play the way they playing and they get the 1st seed and they face Portland,
Oh yeah,
Portland can really
That could
win
be an
that
upset.
series.
that can be a really good upset.
See, I agree with you there. So I can't buy Utah if we just literally could agree that an AFC could beat them.
Nah, I'm gonna still buy on them because they still can be that team that flips the script. Like you were saying earlier with Embiid, they could really be that team that flipped the script.
I know, but
They got an all-star center.
Yeah. What about probably the second most entertaining division? And that's got to be the Pacific with the Clippers at 1, Lakers at 2, and the Suns at 3.
Chris Paul's still doing it. I respect Chris Paul's leadership, but it's the Lakers, man. It's the Lakers. There's nothing you can say.
It's
literally
LA
the
versus
Lakers.
New York this year.
It's literally the Lakers.
This is what everyone's want. This is what everyone wants.
Can you say that again?
LA versus New York.
So the Knicks are going to
Please-
be in the
please be
finals.
specific,
All right.
DJ, because
No.
All right.
like,
Right.
you say
The
New York,
Knicks, baby.
You say New York, and people think Knicks. You gotta say Brooklyn. It's still a Knicks city right now. You say New
Stay
York,
to your corner,
Come
Brooklyn.
on,
But you gotta understand, we talking about California versus New York beef. We ain't talking about the Knicks versus the Nets.
Yeah, okay,
we
that's
talking
fine.
about New York versus Cali.
Of course.
Everyone wants it in baseball. They want the Yankees to face the Dodgers.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
Everyone except Zwade. But go ahead.
It's just that rivalry is there. Everyone wants that.
Yeah.
Everyone wants LA versus New York. Two big cities. That market will go crazy.
Oh,
It will
100%.
be a lot of money.
A lot
With
of money.
LeBron
Be a lot of
versus
money.
KD, Brooklyn versus New York. Brooklyn versus LA. That's just ridiculous.
Okay.
The Clippers are a bust. I'm selling on them.
So you're selling on the Clippers with Kawhi and PG playing the way they're playing
They're
right now.
bust.
Because Paul
PG.
George is playing great this year.
He's playing out of this world right now.
Paul George is playing great this year.
He just has to show that he could do it in the playoffs. I'm sorry. It's hard because he has great regular seasons.
Okay.
He had a great regular season with OKC.
How
He's
far
in
do you have the
playoffs.
Clippers going into the playoffs?
I think they lose to the Lakers. I think they could go deep. Don't get me wrong, but they also can get upset, and we've seen it.
Well-
PG is not the same player he was when he was with Indiana. I'm sorry, that was 4 years ago. He's a different player. He can do all he wants right now. He can show out and say he's here to take blood. But when we get into the playoffs, if that man does not score 30 plus, if he gets blown out like that again, you could just wipe the Clippers off the map.
No,
you might as
now-
well ship Kawhi somewhere else,
100%.
ship PG somewhere else because it's not going to be it.
100%.
So now, great segue. We're taking the Lakers and the Clippers in the Western Conference Finals.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Depends on who the Clippers face.
If you have the Lakers and the Clippers in the finals, in the Western Conference Finals, who wins that battle? You taking the Lakers?
Oh, I'm taking the Lakers.
What do you then next year? What happens to the Clippers team? What do you got to do with that? What do they got to sit back and do?
They got to get a superstar. You
But-
can't beat LeBron without a superstar.
But
And the
they're-
only superstar that could beat LeBron is KD.
But the Clippers, they keep hedging their bets. Because now we got Doc Rivers, first year head coach with this team. Let's get another year. You know what I mean? They'll try to go back at it another year. They're just hedging their bets. They don't have it to get the next player that they need to help that team.
The Clippers will forever be the same Clippers they were when they had Chris Paul.
It's less exciting because they're not even that exciting right now.
No.
Because at least the Chris Paul Clippers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
With
You watch
Blake-
them games.
Blake
You
and
know what I
DeAndre,
mean?
it was
That's a
wildin'.
$130 a night.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's
so
wildin'.
We
they're
got
not
you,
as
Rockstar.
exciting.
So Rockstar says his numbers are better after his injury. So he's calling you out on that.
Who?
Rockstar. He's saying PG's numbers are better after that injury.
That's fine.
But
He's talking about playoffs.
But is he a better player after the injury? His
Paul
numbers,
George?
yeah. His numbers might be better, but is
Man,
he a better player since the
If
since
they
that
don't
injury?
bring a chip, that's what they're there for. They're not in LA to drop buckets and get 40 a night.
100%.
That's not what they're paying them for. They're paying them to get a chip against their cross rival Lakers. They don't care what if PG just came off injury. Look, PG's a good player now. Yes, I agree 100%. But when he gets to the playoffs, if that man's not producing, he's a scrub.
Yeah,
What do you play the game of basketball for?
He looked bad going into the playoffs last year. He looked bad coming out the playoffs last year.
Yeah.
It's literally the playoffs. for
Okay.
Paul George.
Now the last division, probably a snore fest of a division. You got Memphis, San Antonio, and now Houston. 1, 2, and 3.
Sell.
Listen,
I'm sorry. I don't even got to go through it.
no, that's
It's a sell.
100%.
Respectfully, sell.
100%.
All right.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, sell.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't think there's anything
Houston
out
look
there.
nice, but they still a sell.
All right, let's play a game, guys. We're gonna play buy or sell on some teams that I picked. Let's start with the Mavs because we didn't mention them. Luka and Porzingis have completely just disappeared.
Sell.
Big 14th seed. Oh my.
Sell.
Dallas is.
They need a third superstar. Luka can't do it by himself. Luka can't go out there and do it by himself. I'm sorry.
Porzingis ain't it. And I don't want to sound like a bitter Knicks fan. He's not bringing that second man power punch that they need.
He got hurt. It was over.
And he
Yep.
can't. Yeah,
It was
exactly.
over.
Exactly.
It was over.
Sad fall, huh?
Yeah.
Sad fall for Porzingis.
Big fall for Porzingis.
Yeah,
Big fall for
look, man. As New Yorkers, I'm not a Knicks fan. I'm a Bulls fan, man. And a Lakers fan. Shout out to LeBron. Oh man. But it was just exciting to see. It was just exciting to see when Porzingis came to New York. He brought a new life here, and he just didn't matriculate into anything for us. So yeah, we could be bitter because he left and he went someplace, and guess what? You're still being a scrub. So for as Knicks fans or as lovers of New York, we are okay with you being horrible because guess what? You were horrible for us.
The thing is he's just happy and content where he's at.
He's very happy because he had
the ownership is good there. The ownership out in New York, I'm sorry, Madison Square Garden, them boys need to go.
No,
they do. Dolan, yeah,
100%.
They gotta go.
Yeah,
they like the Mets. They had to get new owners.
Yeah, man.
Dolan has a black cloud over our fan base, 100%.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
but.
That's why y'all ain't getting the players y'all need to get.
It's sad to say, but
we see it in so many sports. We saw it with the Raiders, and we're seeing it with the Cowboys. There's certain owners that gotta go.
Yeah. They just have to step back.
There's certain owners that gotta say, I have an old mentality of the way things used to be, and I need young, fresh ideas to come into here and help take us to the next level. And that's what they're missing. They're missing the next level.
Mark is gonna get that third.
All right.
He's gonna get that third.
Okay.
Mark Cuban's gonna get that third.
He needs it.
He needs a third superstar.
He needs a second superstar.
He needs it.
Porzingis is not a superstar right now.
Not right now. He's coming off an injury.
Yeah, but since he tore his ACL in New York, he hasn't been the same. He was an all-star that season up to that point.
Yeah.
And he hasn't brought anything different.
So yeah, they need a second superstar.
You know what I mean?
He's an all-star.
Yeah, Porzingis is a good player though. You know what I mean? He's gonna hit a few threes. He's gonna make a few good plays. But
yeah. Now Golden State is another team I have on buy sell list because we didn't mention them. This is a team that's notorious being 1, 1, 1, 1, and they're not even 1, 2, or 3. Buying or are we selling on Golden State?
I know there's some people on here that are watching that's gonna say I'm capping, but I did buy on Golden State before the season started.
Okay.
But now I'm selling on them because Clay, man, they need Clay. Kelly Oubre could drop 40. That's cute.
it's not gonna happen again.
He ain't doing that in the playoffs.
Not gonna happen again.
They need Clay back.
So you're selling on Golden State. I'm buying on Golden State.
I've been selling before the season. Everybody
You're gonna
knows
continue selling.
I'm gonna continue to sell. Steph Curry is amazing.
Yeah.
But he don't have that Iverson dog in him. I'm sorry. He's a really good player. He's a really great shooter. But they're not making the playoffs.
He can't beat LeBron.
All right.
They're not making the playoffs. They're not making the playoffs.
I guess I'm alone on this one, guys. I'm buying Golden State. Washington Wizards.
So
they can't get nothing right.
Nothing, huh?
They can't get.
They're deep. They're deep in the hole.
Bradley Beal is playing his heart out.
And he doesn't want to go anywhere.
They don't want to leave.
I respect it. I respect it. You signed that 5-year deal, you ride it out.
Yeah.
You want that $200 million, ride it out.
Yeah, but he thought his boy was going to be there.
Yeah, 100%.
He thought John was going to be
100%. 100%. But you got to ride it out. Man.
That team needed a wake-up call.
Yeah, they were
and
doing
I
so
think,
much they were going to do together.
Yes.
But what was hurt?
What's going on with what's going on with Russ? Why is Russ not taking over?
I'm gonna continue to say this about Russ. He will never win a chip. He will never win a chip.
Not on his own.
He's a great basketball player. He can play the game of basketball very, very good. But as a team player, he's a scrub. He can't take his team to the chip. He just can't do it. He's just not that type of player.
He's losing his athleticism.
Yep.
Yeah.
Once that starts falling off, his game is all athleticism. He wasn't ever shooting people out the gym.
He got to work at that.
You know what I mean? Of course. But it's all bad shots and athleticism. That's his game.
All right.
And he lost athleticism.
So we're all selling.
Washington's done.
All right.
Probably the first pick in the draft next year. They're gonna be in contention for it.
You selling?
On Washington?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm selling. Them boys are sold.
All right, all 3 sells. All right. Your Eastern Conference champion, the Miami Heat.
I'm buying. Give me the bag and I'll buy on them boys.
Oh, man.
Miami is nice. They are unhealthy right now.
Mm-hmm.
So people think they're a scrub team because of the way they've been playing. But when those boys are healthy, they got the dog in them.
They have a ton of dog on that team.
I agree with that.
He taught them all how to be dogs.
I'm scared.
He literally went there in his first season, and in his first season, he taught them how to be dogs. That's hard to do.
Team I'm scared
to change a mentality of a whole team that quickly.
I'm big selling on the Heat.
You're selling on the Heat. Big selling.
People laughed at T.J. Warren in the bubble playing great. Jamal Murray in the bubble playing great. That bubble atmosphere literally shifted the game. Miami is not that good. I'm sorry, they're not that good.
They're unhealthy, though.
No, right now they're unhealthy. I'm just saying they're not Eastern Conference champions good. Not last year to me, not this year.
So who you would have winning the East last year?
I really thought Giannis or the Sixers were going to do it. But Giannis got that Paul George in him when the playoff time comes. You know what I mean? He just something happens to him. But Miami overachieved like a mug last year. Ooh. Good for them. Don't get it twisted. I'm not, no hate. I just don't think they were that good to be representing a conference.
All right. Second to last team, the Toronto Raptors.
Sell.
Are we all selling?
Big sell.
Sell.
Big sell. The
Siakam
best player.
Siakam is not it.
Yeah, Fred VanVleet is their best player right now. It's insane.
He's not it.
Yeah, Siakam.
Siakam took not a tumble. That boy took a drop.
Yo, contract years, man, bring out different players. Yo, you get that bag. It's not the same no more.
We've seen it every time. We've seen it
players
every
play
time.
Basketball for different reasons.
Yeah,
fans is here for the chips. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Absolutely. How much money
you have that dog next to you in Kawhi, and you don't got to see the best defender every night. Nobody's worried about you every night. You know what I'm saying? It's different when we got to key in on you because now he ain't playing the same, and it shows.
And last but not least for basketball is your New York Knicks. Go New York, go New York, go. Go New York, go New York, go.
Name seed in the East right now.
That's it.
We still don't have our lineups right.
Nope.
We still getting stuff together. Tom Thibodeau still adjusting to the new NBA.
Tom's a genius.
Shout out to Tad. He believed in us before I believed in us, and I'm a Knicks fan. It's crazy. But
I'm glad I got to drink some of that water. I'm on a Stephen A. Smith.
Ninth seed in the East right now.
Better be some Stephen A. Smith.
We got the steal of the NBA draft. Emmanuel Quickly's looking like the steal of the NBA draft. I'm sorry.
He is.
He's not the best rookie, but for the value when we took him, he's playing great. If we could get Julius Randle to not turn the ball over in key moments in the fourth quarter because he wants to be the point guard and the power forward, we might have won 2-3 more games.
But if he don't play the way he played, y'all would definitely lost like 5 or 6 more.
100%. But he can't consistently make those brain farts in the fourth quarter. He's playing really good first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, and then in the fourth quarter, like he forgets everything. He wants to dribble the ball from the top of the key. That's not helping us. He's a power forward.
Yeah, man. He's not Curry.
But
he's not Kyrie.
I'm buying on the Knicks, not as a Knicks fan, as an NBA fan. Buying on the Knicks.
All right, I'm also going to be buying with the Knicks.
Buying on the Knicks, man. We right there for the playoffs.
I'm also going to be buying with the Knicks.
Buying on the Knicks, man.
I'm also buying on the Chicago Bulls, low key.
Buying on the Knicks.
They mad, but
the Knicks overall, I don't hate the Knicks. The organization is trash. The organization is garbage. The players they got coming in this year are good. They are young players, you know what I'm saying? They're rookies. You got Obi Toppin. Like they're gonna be good. Emmanuel Quickly, I like him. I think he should start. But Tom is not it. I repeat, Tom Thibodeau is
Who's not it?
Tom is not a playoff head coach. You can't name me.
He will be a playoff head coach.
He's adjusting to the new NBA, though.
He will be a playoff.
He can adjust all he wants.
This defense of mindset is going to change everything.
What do you get, 5 years? That's what they gave him? 5 years? You think you guys are going to make it to the playoffs and win, like, do something in 5 years?
Championship contender? I can't. This year, next year, I don't think so.
That boy fumbles underneath the pressure in the playoffs.
It depends who we could bring in, though. Right now, with this roster we have, we can't. But the roster we have could entice players to want to come in. Could entice players, depending on. I mean, I don't know.
No one wants to. It's not even about the head coach and the GM. No one wants to play for James Dolan.
Yeah,
he is garbage.
I know.
And until James Dolan goes somewhere, y'all not gonna get the market y'all need. Y'all gonna have to keep getting young players, young rookies out the draft, and sign as many old vets that need to get picked up. And that's what the Knicks are gonna have to keep doing.
We're assembling assets right now. We could be a trade player. We could be in the trade market. You know what I mean? We could be in the trade market. I don't know about free agency, but we could be in the trade market.
I didn't say I was gonna buy or sell on them. Because if the Knicks make a trade for a superstar, I'm going to buy on them.
Okay.
If they keep the same team right now, I got to sell.
Okay. That's fair. Wantugu says that how we would buy on the Knicks but sell on the Bucks. The difference is the expectations of the two different teams. The expectation is super high on the Milwaukee Bucks, and they absolutely fold every time. The Knicks has probably one of the lowest. And they should be in last place.
And in the next 3 years,
they're playing tough. They're playing hard. They're playing quick.
The next 3 years, the Knicks are going to be better than the Bucks because the Bucks ain't going to be it.
They're going to be strapped for cash. They're going to have no trade assets. They don't have no draft picks.
They have nothing.
They can't get better.
Yep.
The Bucks are at their ceiling right now. They can't get better.
And if they don't do anything this year, they
can't get better.
Giannis should have taken the book from LeBron and pieced when he had the chance.
Listen.
But he didn't. All right? He did not. And we all agree, yes, absolutely. It's the ownership of the New York Knicks that is holding them back.
Of course. It's
all right?
100%.
Shout out to the Knicks, though. Shout out to Spike Lee.
Yeah, man. Holding it down forever.
Yeah.
All right? Guys, we are here. The most important weekend for men.
It's a beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful weekend.
Beautiful thing.
It's Sosa's birthday weekend.
Beautiful thing.
So, wow, what a great weekend we have ahead of us.
Beautiful thing.
We had the 9 and we had the Super Bowl.
Beautiful thing.
It is GOAT versus Baby GOAT.
Oh, 1,000%.
All right?
I'm signing off. Baby Go Mahomes. I like that.
All right? It is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Kansas City last year's champions, the Chiefs. Let's talk about it.
You want to talk about that first?
Yep. I want to go right into it. This is what they're here for.
If Brady wins this championship this year, I'm going to eat a sock.
Wow.
You would eat what?
A sock.
Wow.
Listen.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard that here
I
first.
put my foot in my mouth, bro. I said Tom Brady and the Bucs were overrated, and I'm going to retract my statement. Tom Brady put his foot in my mouth. He's the GOAT. Don't get me wrong.
Was he the GOAT when you were saying that how this team is overrated? I need to know that.
Tom Brady is, yeah, of course. He's
Okay.
the GOAT.
Okay.
Yeah.
Respectfully,
Tom Brady. As a Jet fan, I hated him, but he's still the GOAT.
I probably
It is
gave him
what
that
it
title
is.
3 years ago as the GOAT. I probably said 3 years ago.
definitely.
I said, you know what? It's over, bro. It's not, and it's not close. Respectfully, it's not.
If he wins, I think that they can do much more in the future. Like for the next 2 years, maybe they could play in for another chip. If he loses, it's Patrick Mahomes NFL. You can't take it away from him.
Is it not? The crazy thing is that you say that, and in my head it's like it's almost already Patrick Mahomes NFL.
It is
It's
already.
almost,
You know what I mean?
It is. No, it
AR is
is.
winning MVP this year.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers
He is,
definitely is
but
winning MVP.
but we've seen this before. We've seen these guys do. We've seen Tom Brady in this situation before.
No lead is safe against Patrick Mahomes.
This is
lead.
Patrick
No lead is safe.
Mahomes'
You know what
lead.
I mean? Like
By far.
after last year's playoff run, when they literally came back from 10 points every game, like that's not in your average quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like people faltered down 10 in the playoff game real quick, first quarter or not.
It was down 21, right?
Literally to
Yep.
Houston. You know what I mean? Come on. 10 points every single game. 21
and
Houston.
he never looks like he's like phased by anything.
it's
Buffalo fans were hyped.
What happened to them?
It
Huh?
was, what was it, 10-3, and they were
Listen,
already
I thought-
on they. No way,
Don't
man.
talk about
You
that.
can't-
That's a
No, listen.
subject for
No,
Randy
listen.
too.
You can't disrespect.
He a Giants fan, but he a Buffalo fan.
Listen, I was,
Claim them upstage boys. You know what I'm
listen,
saying? Upstate boys.
I was in my feelings a little bit.
No. Let me talk to the people real quick. Randy had the whole chat rooting for Buffalo. We was riding with our homie. No matter what he called about Buffalo, we said we there with you.
Listen.
You go to Buffalo, we there with you. He put us on the Benny the Butcher for Buffalo. We right there with you.
Listen.
Conway, we was right there with you. Their new song about Buffalo, we was right there with you, Randy. You put us in this position.
Listen.
We was rooting for Buffalo hard because of you. He sold his soul for Buffalo.
I thought they had a chance, man.
Nah,
I thought they had a chance, but Patty's just the GOAT, man. Baby GOAT. Excuse me. Baby GOAT. He's too much. He's too much.
D. Carter King Dwayne on the check-in. Shout outs to you, man.
He's too much.
The 716. All right.
He's too much. He's too much.
Let's get some predictions, man. We'll do who's gonna win the Super Bowl and points,
MVP.
and we'll do MVP. Let's do it. DJ, we'll start with you. Points.
I'm going 24-21.
Ooh, tough game.
Patty Mahomes.
Woo.
Ooh.
I'm not betting against Tom Brady till the day he retires.
Woo!
I am going 27-21 Bucks.
Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I got a shootout.
You got a shootout happening?
35-30. I got a shootout, man. I got a shootout. It's gonna be point score.
35-30. And who you got?
Patty. Back to back.
Woo.
Patty back to back.
Group chat. Am I the only person taking Tom?
I got a shootout though. Don't get
Right.
twisted.
You can't count Tom out. That's why. That's why the score is 24-24.
No, 100%. 100%. You can't count them out. But every time the Chiefs have the ball, you think they're gonna score. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, it's against whoever.
Pat has Brady's number. Even though Brady beat him in the playoffs that year, Pat had his number. He drove down the field, scored a touchdown. D4 got the penalty, and he got the penalty on the interception. Patty Mahomes would have had the ball back, and they would have scored, and that they definitely would have won the Super Bowl.
They literally could have been going for the third Super Bowl right now. 100%.
Yeah.
They literally could have been going for the three-peat.
And that defense is way more superior than the defense that they're facing
100%.
over in Tampa Bay.
100%.
Okay.
100%. And Bill Belichick alone, just something about him.
MVP.
Tyreek Hill.
Woo! Lock it in. Yo, John, lock it in. John, lock it in.
Hill.
It's hard for me to say Kansas City's going to win the Super Bowl and Patrick Mahomes don't win the MVP.
Nah. They can't play man coverage.
But
they can't play man coverage. Tyreek Hill is the man.
Of course, but you can't let him do what he did to you week 12 again in the same season.
He's gonna do it. He's getting 100+.
He had 13 receptions for 269 and 3 touchdowns.
You see how quick his feet are? That man has to be the fastest man on earth, bro.
No, listen.
It's fake.
Just as whoa.
He's
Zwade,
questionable.
Hold on, Zwade, share that with the people. Zwade, share that with the people.
He's
questionable.
He's gonna play.
He's
gonna play.
He's gonna play.
Antonio Brown is gonna be the MVP of the Super Bowl.
That's some Max Kellerman shit. That's some Max Kellerman shit.
All right.
No way.
Antonio Brown is gonna turn up.
Yo, John, clip this. This is our Iguodala moment.
All right. Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown is gonna be the MVP.
What kind of stat line do you see him having that he's gonna win MVP? Because you have to have a stat line.
I think Antonio Brown's gonna have 2 of those touchdowns.
Okay.
And I think Antonio Brown's probably gonna have 110 yards.
Okay. So he's had 100 with the Bucks, I think, twice.
Mm-hmm.
He's had 100 with Brady 3 times because that game in Miami last year.
Yeah.
I don't see him dominating, but Brady's the man at the short pass game. So I can see Antonio Brown chalking up 8, 9, 7, 6 yards here and there. It's just tough, man.
He's a little iffy with the injury, but he hasn't played in a little while.
Mm-hmm.
And he's not a guy that needs to be in a game to be great at a game.
Yeah.
He can show up and show out at any moment.
And I think
this is going to be his biggest moment, and this is his stage to prove everyone wrong.
AB is not playing on Sunday.
Ooh.
If he's not playing, Tom Brady's the MVP.
Okay. Tom Brady's winning the MVP whether AB's playing or not. I promise you.
What happened to Hill?
No, I'm saying if the Bucks win. If the Bucks win the Super Bowl, Tom Brady's winning the MVP no matter what stat line that man has.
It's a great pick, Darius. Gronk is another person that's going to put on.
Gronk could easily have 2-3 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
That could easily happen.
Definitely.
But I see
it really might come down to Travis Kelce versus Gronkowski.
This Super Bowl with the headline quarterbacks, I just don't see the MVP voters giving a non-quarterback.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's just 2 heavyweight quarterbacks.
All right.
Locked in. If Tyreek puts up 100+ with 2 touchdowns, you got to give that man the MVP.
Yeah. Damian Williams did the same thing last year. Didn't he have like 150 all scrimmage yards and like 2-3 TDs? He should have won MVP to give it to Patty. You know what I'm saying?
Patty did spark the comeback though.
He did, but Damian Williams literally won them the game last year.
Okay. Let's get off Super Bowl. So we're gonna lock in Hill, Patty, Antonio Brown. They laughing, but they gonna be calling me. They gonna be calling me Sunday night. Y'all can call me too on Sunday night. I'll send the number to y'all. Let's talk about the trade that shocked us a little bit.
Okay.
Shocked the world. Matthew Stafford and Jared Goff.
Okay.
Just whoop! What a switch.
I don't even understand what the Rams are thinking.
Sean McVay doesn't need draft picks. That's what they're thinking. How many draft picks they done traded since Sean McVay got there? But has he had a first round draft pick?
You don't think Jared Goff they could have got a first round draft pick from somewhere else, right? And they could have played the market so that way other teams can lead off of them. You know what I'm saying? Can get off the back of them. Now you got to offer 3+ first rounders, 2 young superstars in order to get Deshaun Watson.
But that's where that comes from.
Yep.
Literally, the Rams just screwed up the market. That's what they did.
Yeah, they did it horribly.
They screwed up the market.
Because if Matthew Stafford don't work,
but they got it for 2 years. He's not going to restructure his deal. They're going to play the 2 years out. If you're Sean McVay and you feel like the only thing holding this team back is our quarterback, they upgraded that quarterback.
They did.
You know what I mean? They upgraded that quarterback.
They definitely did upgrade that quarterback, but I don't think it's the
All I could say is congratulations, Matthew Stafford. You
Yeah.
are out of that hellhole in
my
Detroit.
God.
Congratulations, brother. Welcome to the real world now. Now go play like you know how to play.
Yo, it's a different market. Matty's going to LA.
There's added pressure, 100%. There's definitely.
I don't think. I think he has this. I think for Matthew Stafford, he's been under pressure before.
But the problem
he's been under these
going
pressures
to a
before.
team that's not even wanted in LA.
But you have to remember, Matthew Stafford had Megatron, and the expectations with Megatron was always to be a great team.
But it was still expectations in Detroit. It was still expectations in Detroit.
His fingers were all messed up, so it's like.
Yeah, it's still expectations in Detroit aren't the same as expectations in California.
Yeah. We're going to a big stadium, Hollywood.
A team that was in the Super Bowl not that long ago.
It's like going
if there was one team out there, I can say that. There's not. LA don't care about football.
LA doesn't care about the NFL.
They don't care about
They care about college football, I feel like, more than they do about the NFL team.
They don't care.
LA cares about USC and UCLA more than they do about Rams and Chargers.
That's a fact.
I'll tell you that.
All right?
I agree with that.
That's a fact. And I agree. I think the Rams really loved golf, and I think golf is going to bring a new energy to that team that's so needed.
Yeah.
It is so needed. They needed someone young in there. That team needs it.
I think they really messed up.
I don't think so. I think, remember, they were stale. They were at a standstill. Mm-hmm. You have to go somewhere. I would rather move backwards than be at a standstill. Because if I move backwards, I see what's wrong.
You know what the plague is going to be of this? Matthew Stafford staying healthy. If Matt don't stay healthy, they just gave up 2 first-round picks and a starting quarterback.
I feel you, but he's
proven himself.
He's tough, man.
Yeah, man.
He's tough.
I understand, but there's only certain things you could come back from.
Yeah. They're putting a lot of eggs in one basket. You know what I mean? But literally, that's what Sean McVay's been doing. Then he gave up 2 firsts for Jalen Ramsey. Like he's consistently shown like these first-round picks. These is lottery. At the end of the day, first-round picks are lottery tickets.
Yep.
You might hit, you might miss. A lot of first-round players miss. To get something that's a known commodity already, sometimes it's worth the gamble. And when they are where they think they are, it's worth the risk. And
football is a little different than basketball. You can look at a first-round draft pick that you are giving up for 2 years in the future, and look at that entire list of players that potentially would be there, and say, I don't need any of these people.
Exactly.
But the thing is right.
Exactly.
Jared Goff to Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford isn't Aaron Rodgers. Matthew Stafford isn't Tom Brady. Matthew Stafford isn't Russell Wilson. He's going from one division to the hardest division in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and he's ready to ball.
If they screw up and they are that 4th team in that division, those picks go over to Detroit, and Detroit just got set up with 2 nice picks in the first round. Granted, it is football. You don't get the star player like how you do in basketball. But the problem is if this does not work out, you have to face Seattle. You have to face Kyler Murray in Arizona. You have to face the 49ers. God knows what they're going to do.
They're going to be healthy next year.
They get a quarterback.
Yeah,
they get another quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
They could even do it with Jimmy still.
They're going to be healthy on defense.
Rockstar, you better send some of that chicken over here, man. You putting chicken in the air fryer. We need that.
It's a big bold move, but I respect McVay, man. He's taking a shot. He's taking his shot. He felt he wasn't getting what he wanted at the quarterback position.
I agree.
You getting something that you know is going to put up a certain number. They ran the ball so much last year because he lost trust in Goff. Mm-hmm. You can put the ball in Matthew Stafford hand and let him throw the thing 40 times.
Nah, you definitely can.
You know what I mean?
Definitely got some weapons over there too.
Yeah, that's the level of security. You know what I mean? That's the level of security.
The problem is you got to look at it forward, moving forward.
Yeah,
you do.
You got this season. I'm telling you.
But like I said, man, like I said, that team has been at a stalemate for so long. They need either to jump up or they need to step back to be able to say, that's what we've been missing. They don't know what they've been missing. They have no clue where to go next. They don't know what to do with their receiving core. They don't know what to do with running.
They got a nice little running back. Cam Akers is going to be nice. He's doing his thing over there.
But their line is horrible.
Both
They're not
teams.
doing. They weren't doing anything to protect anyone.
Both teams could win this trade, though.
Yep.
Detroit wants to rebuild anyway. They gave Dan Campbell 6 years. They don't sign head coaches for 6 years unless they know they're about to, you know what I mean, sit down for about 2-3. So Detroit got what they wanted. LA got what they think is going to take them over the hump. This is literally might be one of those trades where both teams actually win.
Awesome.
And actually helps both teams.
So what about Aaron Rodgers? We obviously know Aaron Rodgers is the MVP. Let's talk about their season ending the way it ended, first of all. You take the ball.
You want to talk about that?
You take the ball out of the MVP's hand on a 4th down and what? Goal really? To him?
Listen.
And kick a field goal.
Listen, there should have never been a 4th down. There should have never been a 4th down. There should have been a penalty on that 3rd down if they're going to call the same penalty they called on that 3rd down with Tom Brady. There should never be a field goal. There should never be that question on should we kick this field goal or should we go for it on 4th down.
But it's hard to say. I don't like putting the game in the ref's hands. Aaron Rodgers could have ran in that touchdown on that scramble.
He definitely
had
could've.
a lot of space.
Yeah, you're right.
You can't give Brady back the ball. If anything, Tom Brady has shown you he has time on the clock. He's gonna score. If he has to hold the ball, he's gonna hold the ball. He could sustain a drive.
But look how long it took for them to throw that flag. Something's not right there.
Yeah.
In my eyes, man, look, Brady and the refs,
They
got
had to
that peanut
throw
butter
that,
and
though.
jelly.
I don't think it's Brady. I think it's literally they had to make that call.
Yeah,
I get it, bro. I agree. They were calling that game.
But the thing
tight.
is, you cannot make
They
that
let them
call
do
on
whatever
a
they
goal
want.
line, and then you make that call on a decisive 3rd down that wins the game.
Of course.
Goal
But
line is
one
the
was
goal line.
way more
course.
blatant.
But
One was way more blatant.
We know the NFL, though. Troy Aikman during the broadcast said it. In the 3rd quarter, they're letting them play. Oh, these guys are letting them play. Let's see if it goes that way in the 4th quarter or when it matters.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And then it did it.
It didn't. But the referees, man,
They all lose that game.
referees have one of the hardest jobs in the world.
Nah, respectfully.
You know what I mean? They
Respectfully.
really do.
But
Because
they make bad calls.
they definitely make bad calls. But they regardless of whatever they do, half of somebody's not going to be happy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? One franchise isn't going to be happy. You can't make everyone happy. But Aaron Rodgers, you got to let him make that play, man. You got to die with your MVP quarterback. You go for it on 4th down. You go for it on 4th down.
You have to go with it on 4th down. Yep. You have to.
You can't give Tom Brady the ball back and hoping the defense stops him that barely did anything the whole game.
Look, why that was the greatest opportunity to go for it on 4th down. You're not losing by much.
You had to go for it.
You're not losing by much. Why kick the field goal?
He had 3
Two, if you
timeouts. He had 3
have 3
timeouts,
timeouts,
so he had
and
it.
even if you miss on the 4th down, you give Tom Brady the ball.
Right there.
Right there.
With his back against the goal line. Exactly.
It's a young coach's decision. He made a mistake.
I feel
He
you, but
made a rookie mistake.
you can't die.
You can't give Aaron Rodgers more money. I got to disagree with that. Aaron Rodgers does not need more money.
Nah, he's not going nowhere.
He does not need more
His-
money.
He was
time to
mad.
solidify.
He was mad. He'll be alright.
Yeah, he'll be all right. He stays.
He was a little angry. He'll be alright.
All right, let's talk about a couple of things. What's next for the Bills? What do the Bills have to do to get over the hump?
The hump is Patty. You
Literally.
gotta break his leg or something.
The Bills got to go to the NFC or something.
Yeah,
It's
they gotta
literally-
request a trade.
Yeah.
They gotta do something. Pat is gonna take the AFC to the next level.
He is.
Listen, he's
But-
going to dominate it.
You don't got it on here, and I'm gonna say there's a bold expectation. In 5 years, Jacksonville is gonna be that next.
We know that. We've said that
Listen.
we said that as soon as we saw that they were getting the first pick and who was coming
They got
first.
space. They got money.
Tons of draft picks.
But the NFL the turnover in the NFL is insane.
Mm-hmm.
The NFL is literally year to year. Like last year after the Super Bowl, this time last year, you were thinking, damn, the 49ers about to start a dynasty. Their defense is stacked. They can't lose.
And the Bills might be ass
You know
next
what I
year.
mean?
You never know.
Exactly.
Could be,
The
yeah.
NFL is so year to year. It's insane.
Okay.
Buffalo needs a run game. They need a running back.
Talking about the Pats,
Speaking of running game,
what about Cam Newton?
he's done.
He's
He's not
done.
playing in the NFL ever again.
He's done. He's a backup.
He's gonna be a backup.
He's
yep.
a backup.
He's
he
a
needs
backup.
To, he needs to humble himself and take a
RG3.
backup role.
RG3.
Really?
Straight up.
He's RG3.
If I'm Cam Newton, I'm sitting behind Ben Roethlisberger next year. Because first of all, you know he's one play he could be out of the game.
How old is Cam Newton?
Like Matthew Stafford's age. I think he's
Okay.
like 32 or 34.
Really?
You know what I
Cam
mean?
is that old
Yes.
now?
Yeah, but that's still young when quarterbacks are playing until they're 40.
That's different. There's different types of people playing until they're 40.
Yeah, let's not do that. Let's
That's-
not do that to Tom Brady. 100%. Let's not do that to Tom Brady. But damn, 36, 37, you think he going
some quarterbacks haven't been protected till they were at the age of 30.
Nah, you're right.
All right. What about Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore? Do they have it?
No, he's figured out.
He's not.
If he got figured out, it's over for
Baltimore gets Chris Godwin, a route runner that could get open. Look what happened. Josh Allen jumped 10 points in his accuracy from one year to the next. He got Stephon Diggs. Some of these quarterbacks need that receiver that could get open. Marquise Brown is not a receiver.
He's horrible.
He runs one route.
Lamar Jackson cannot throw the ball.
But we don't have him with a possession receiver yet. We don't know that. You thought Josh Allen couldn't throw the ball last year. Some people thought.
I thought he had no accuracy. I thought he could throw the ball. He just had no accuracy.
And he got Stephon Diggs. And look, his accuracy literally jumped up 10 points this year.
Nah, yeah, but Chris Godwin ain't Stephon Diggs.
But Chris Godwin is a possession receiver.
Chris Godwin was
you know
a
what I mean?
big
Chris
pickup
Godwin
for
could
Lamar
get
Jackson.
I don't know. I think that team, in general, with Lamar ain't gonna do nothing.
So that team needs a wide receiver, and now they need a running back also.
Nah, J.K. Dobbins is going to take over for them.
You think? Okay, fair.
They need middle linebackers.
All right.
Yeah, J.K. Dobbins is going to take over for Baltimore. They're set at running back. They literally need a possession receiver that could get open on third down.
I'm going to come back to my last point here. But let's go to the Tennessee Titans. And what do they have to do? Because Derrick Henry is a dog.
He's a beast.
That is not showing up when it means the most.
He's a beast, but they don't have no defense. Their defense is...
Well, even his last game, though, he's on offense.
No, yeah,
he didn't do anything.
There's only one way that Tennessee can win, and there's only one way that Tennessee can lose. If Derrick Henry gets stopped, they don't win.
Mm-hmm.
If Derrick Henry goes off, they win.
So let me ask you guys this question, because I believe in this guy. Is their issue Ryan Tannehill?
No.
Hell no. Hell no.
Ryan Tannehill
showed that Adam Gase was a bum.
Ryan Tannehill has elevated them literally to the next level. I respect the hell out of Tannehill.
I believe a ton in Ryan Tannehill.
Yeah, I like Tannehill.
And I liked Ryan Tannehill even when he was in Miami.
Yeah, I like Tannehill.
And I didn't think that how they coached him the right way ever. Not one season.
Some players, it just takes that time, first of all. Ryan Tannehill played wide receiver until, like, his last year in college.
Yeah.
He wasn't a quarterback his whole life. You know what I mean? So some players need that time to develop. And obviously, he needed that time to develop. I like Tannehill. Tannehill's not the problem in Tennessee.
Okay. So what is the problem in Tennessee? Because we know it's not Derrick Henry. And we know
defense.
It's not Ryan Tannehill.
They need more defensive pieces. They need more stars on the defense.
And their head coach is a defensive player. You would think the defensive-minded head coach can't have a good defense.
So they addressed that this year. Where do they end up?
It's still in the AFC, man. They can't be.
Patty Mahomes is Patty Mahomes.
Yeah.
So you guys are not buying at anybody unless Patrick Mahomes is gone.
No, there's only the only way that Patty Mahomes loses if he faces a team that has the defense that the Patriots had, or that had the defense that the 09 Jets had. Like a defense that's superior, that can stop a quarterback who can run and stop a quarterback who could throw. There's just no team in the AFC that got a defense like that.
Okay. Fair enough.
And the only team in the NFC is kind of like the Rams.
49ers was it.
Well,
but I mean, Robert Saleh.
They fell hard, huh?
He's in Jersey.
Yeah, San Francisco.
With the Jets now.
San Francisco don't lost too many coaches and coordinators. I don't know, but they're going to be healthy next year.
Let's get it. All right, one of the last topics for the NFL. Deshaun Watson. My man is crying to get out. Not for help. Crying to get out. Does he get out?
DJ.
Deshaun Watson comes to New Jersey if we don't give up the fucking world for him. If we give up the world for him, I don't want him. I don't want to give up 3 first-round picks, and I don't want to give up 2 young superstars because they're going to request Quinnen Williams, and Quinnen Williams is a beast. And if we give up our first-round picks, and we can't build the line around Deshaun Watson. We can't do nothing around him. So I say he stays where he's at or gets traded to another team, maybe Miami. Maybe they give her to Tua.
I think he stays based off the Rams trade. They literally jumped him. They literally reset the whole market. You know what I mean? You coming in with at least 2 first-round picks for Matt Stafford. Deshaun Watson, 8 years younger. Deshaun Watson is solidified.
And they gave up a quarterback, a starting quarterback.
Yeah.
A starting quarterback. It wasn't like they gave up a backup or something or a defensive player. They gave up a starting quarterback and 2 first-round picks.
Yeah, it is. The Rams messed up the market. Deshaun Watson's staying.
I gotta agree with Rand. I think it's because of Goff and Stafford.
Yeah,
they did.
If Goff would have waited to get traded, the market would have still been two
not even
first.
waited. I don't think he even knew.
Yeah, well, yeah, he didn't know.
He did
honestly,
He didn't want to go. But
if Deshaun Watson trade should have got pulled right after the Matthew Stafford trade, because that's when the hand would have been hot.
Yeah,
that's when they had their value. Now their value's depreciating. Yeah. It's going down.
I know, but if you're Houston, you're still looking like you got. If you calling me about Deshaun and you don't start with 3 first, don't talk to me.
But look how it happened with the Nets and the Harden trade, right? At first, when the first talks came out, it was like the whole boatload we were gonna give up everybody,
Spencer,
and picks, everything was going right. The trade happened, it was nowhere near because the value depreciated. No matter how good of a player he is, the value is gonna keep going down because teams are gonna be like, all right, this guy, no one's calling for him because obviously no one pulled the plug on a trade, so now I'm gonna offer less.
Yep.
So it's just. I think Deshaun's gonna go somewhere. I just don't know where he's gonna go. Hopefully.
But his representation is already saying he won't skip OTAs. If he's gonna be a model citizen, Houston, why even trade him? You know what I'm saying? If you know he's gonna come to work every day regardless.
Yeah, you can't get rid of that guy.
You know what I'm saying? You might as well not even trade the man. He literally has to do. He has to make a diva move. You know what I mean? He needs to talk a hold out.
He gotta do it.
I don't think it's him.
I don't think he's gonna do it, man.
I don't think it's him.
I don't think he's gonna do it. His reputation already says he's not.
No, he didn't like the last head coach. The new head coach, he doesn't know anything about.
Yeah, but
he didn't want that.
Yeah, guy. That's not. Yeah, he wanted to be enemy. The reports that he wanted to be enemy.
Yeah, everyone wanted to be enemy. Yeah. I'm confused. I'm shocked.
Yeah.
The enemy is, and this goes back to what we were talking about earlier, skin color. You know what I'm saying? Bieniemy's reputation is ridiculous.
Everyone talks highly of the man.
If he was a white head coach, he would have already been a coach.
He would have been 2-3 jobs in. Yeah. Literally, his offensive scheme, his offensive play calling, his brain in an offensive led league. He's not getting the proper interviews. He's not even on people's list for an interview.
That's why I'm happy the Jets got Robert Saleh.
That's insane. Oh no, that was a beautiful move by the Jets. Beautiful move by the Jets.
Guys, before we go, Super Bowl this weekend. Funny little, finding is that the Bucks. I mean the Bucks can't fire the Cannons because it might be a home game, but it ain't a home game. Mm-hmm. So you guys think that's fair?
Yeah, that's fair.
I think it's fair because you want it to be a neutral field. Okay. But at the same time, you can't make it such a historical event. Oh, they're the first team to play the home game.
And not give them that.
You know what I mean? It's such a historical thing that's the first team to make it to their home Super Bowl. And that's the one thing that makes it their home Super Bowl, their Cannons. Yep. So I'm kind of torn in between. It's not...
I would tell my fans to all show up as pirates. I'm like, yo, show up as a pirate. Don't wear none of our uniforms. Arrgh.
Give our eye patches at the door.
Right? I'll make sure it looks like a pirate ship in there since I can't fight. I would have a plank. I would build a plank around the stadium to make sure it looks like a boat. I'm messing with you. I'm using anything to my advantage.
If it's pre-COVID, that whole stadium is flooded with Bucks fans.
Oh, 1,000%. 1,000%.
I mean,
1,000%.
I think I'm gonna retract my statement.
1,000%.
Maybe they should let them shoot the cannons because that's an advantage in itself.
Yeah.
If there's no COVID and they have all those fans. That stadium's going jumping.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Absolutely.
100%.
So, talking about COVID and talking about fans, we're going to wrap up the night, but we want to thank all the healthcare workers that have been putting in work since
1,000%.
last February, 1,000%. Really. Some of them since last December. Shout outs to the NFL for, taking a stand and inviting 7,500 healthcare workers, doctors, nurses, and so on and so forth to the Super Bowl. One of the things that they had to do to get there was to get the 2 vaccinations. But 7,500 fans are getting free tickets to be there. I think that's a really awesome thing. One, it's going to promote health and awareness to those people getting this vaccination, and they're just celebrating them for doing something that just is absolutely amazing. Guys, thank you very much. We've been the group chat. I'm Zwade.
Your boy Rand.
And we'll see you guys next time. Love y'all.
Let's get it.